Hey writer friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be sharing with you my Preptober plans. If you're new here, my name is Holly. I'm a writer aspiring to be a published author. If you haven't already, please give this video a big thumbs up and click subscribe to support my channel and ring that bell so you don't miss any videos. It's fall, y'all. I am totally with the fall aesthetic right now. I've got this cute little pumpkin here and a lot of, kind of fall colors around me. And I'm wearing like my favorite shirt, which I wear during any season. It could be winter, spring, summer, I don't care. I like this shirt, but it's pumpkin spice is my favorite season. So I'm not basic, but I like things that taste good. Today is officially the first day of fall, and it's just so awesome because you can just be really cozy, but it's not too cold. October is my birthday month. The leaves are changing colors, so like nature is just gorgeous. And of course, it's Preptober. So today I'll be sharing with you the resources that I will be using for Preptober to set myself up for success to crush NaNoWriMo. So first I wanted to go into the project that I will be working on for NaNoWriMo and what I will be prepping during Preptober. And my project is called Project Diamond. It is a YA fantasy. I'm hoping to write it as a standalone with series potential. I won't be saying too much about it right now, but it's a retelling spin-off of a popular Disney movie, one that is one of my personal favorites, and its own voices in more ways than one. So I'm sorry to be cryptic about it all for now, but I will reveal things in the future, so don't worry. So if you guys have been joining the live streams I've been having, I talked a little bit about how I was doing Preptober. So I was starting to outline my novel early ahead of time because what I found the past couple years is that 1 month is not enough time for me to outline my novel. I usually start rushing near the end of the month and am scrambling to build up a character or finish world building. And so I find that like some things are kind of missing when I start drafting, but I want to set myself up for success. Ideally, I would be finishing my first draft by the end of November. And so, for YA, that's usually more than 50,000 words. I'm estimating that Project Diamond will be around 70,000 words, but so that means that I have to write 20,000 more words in November. But since I'm starting Preptober early, what I'm hoping to do is that hopefully I can finish outlining and then maybe start drafting a little bit earlier, start drafting near the end of October so that going into NaNoWriMo, I'll already have some words under my belt. I'll already kind of get to know the characters and world and get back into drafting because it's been a while. So then at the end of November, I will have a completed manuscript. But so for Preptober, what I've been doing so far is I actually created this calendar, which I have posted about, but I wanted to speak specifically in a YouTube video about it. And it's a Preptober calendar that I created. Sorry for all of the lights. I'm right by the windows. We got some cool aesthetics going on here. But this calendar is really helpful and I wanted to share it with you guys because it tells you what you need to outline and prep every day in Preptober so that you can be ready to start drafting on November 1st. So because I'm doing Preptober as well, I just started this a little bit early and I've been checking off the days as I've been completing the task. So any extra time I need in October is just going to be bonus. And so you guys can snag your own copy of the Preptober calendar. It is free on my website if you're not already subscribed. The link is down below at hollydavisbooks.com. And all you have to do is sign up for my newsletter, which only comes out quarterly. And actually, quarterly means October 1st, I will be coming out with my last newsletter of the year. So you don't want to miss that. So make sure you're subscribed because I always reveal things to people early and give exclusive freebies and things. And kind of talk about real life stuff that's happening. So I really like sharing those things with you guys. And I don't bombard you with too many emails throughout the year. So once you subscribe, you'll get access to my members page, and there you can find this downloadable document as well as so many other freebies for you guys. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. If you go to any of my past newsletters, you'll find at the bottom the password to the members page. If you guys can't find it, or you've forgotten or don't have any of the newsletters and you would like the password again, then just email me and I will get that for you. All right, so that's the first thing that I use. And the second thing that I will be using to set myself up for success for Preptober is actually a freebie from Bethany Atazada. And that is this My Preptober plan that I printed out. I can't remember if, so I'm also a patron of hers on Patreon. I can't remember if this is just exclusive to her patrons or if she has this if you're a newsletter subscriber. So correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not exactly sure. But what I liked about this is that you kind of say, you know, your title, genre, word count goal. But the thing that I like specifically for Preptober is that I have to write down where I will write, what time of the day I will write, how many times a day I will write, and then how many buffer days I'm giving myself. And so I really like this because this is gonna set me up for success so that I'm gonna build a schedule so that come November, I'm already gonna have all of this set in stone and have built up this habit of setting aside where I'm writing, what time I'm writing. Am I writing more than once a day in the morning or night? So I'm gonna be figuring out all of that so that when NaNoWriMo comes, I'll know, okay, I've been setting aside this time in the morning every day to write. And, you know, on the weekends, I've been taking a day off. So I'm going to do that in NaNoWriMo too, and kind of buffer those times as well. So shout out to Bethany for that. And then I also had printed out for Bethany's. So I do have a kind of character profile bio that I use, but I also really liked the one that she had along with the Preptober plan. And so with this, it kind of goes into a little more detail than I usually go to when I'm creating characters, but I kind of liked some of the things that she had. So she had, is there a reason or meaning behind the name that you picked, a skill they're, you know, extremely good at, something they're extremely unskilled at, their soft spot, their biggest vulnerability. So I just really like this because it kind of touched on some things that I don't normally look at, but I think that that would be important for when you're actually drafting, because I don't like to like develop characters and come up with like, what's their favorite food? What's that scar on their knee from? And, you know, unless that's relevant to the plot, but those things I feel like will help build up the character, their personality, their backstory, and it will drive the plot and move the plot forward based on these things. Before I move on, I want to know, what is your NaNoWriMo project going to be? Do you have a project name? Because I love doing that. And also, what are your Preptober plans? Let me know what sort of tips and tricks you have, because I love to always learn new ways to improve my process. So let me know in the comments down below. All right, the next thing I'm going to use to set myself up for success is my planner, which is freaking huge. Next year, I'm going to get a much smaller planner because this is like a Bible, you guys. It's super heavy. It's huge. I want something a little more condensed that I can take around with me, because this thing is a chunker. I haven't used it actually since August, since the fire in my neighbor's townhouse. And so I realized that I needed to get back on track, because I've kind of been I haven't been setting myself up for success, because I've just been kind of willy-nilly with like every day, oh, maybe I'll work on this, maybe I'll work on this, instead of like using my planner to plan out exactly what I'm going to be doing every day. And I want to find that balance, because when I plan out too much, I get really stressed and overwhelmed and beat myself up for not completing everything on my to-do list. But I still want to use this to, you know, kind of be like, okay, let me try to do this and this today, you know, along with using my Preptober calendar. So I can kind of use those in conjunction to develop a plan and create a schedule. Because what I really like about this planner, though, is that it has the hours, and you can see there's a to-do list on one side, and then there's a, you know, schedule from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day. So I want to kind of try to use that to be like, okay, this time to this time, I'm going to do Preptober stuff. This time to this time, I'll do whatever. And lastly, I will be using you guys to help me. So I'm planning on having one live stream a week in October to do Preptober stuff. So we'll be doing like live writing sprints, but the writing sprints are going to be kind of like outlining sprints. But obviously you can do whatever you want, but it's not like, you know, if you're outlining, you don't have to say like, I have this word count, because we're outlining, we're just doing research or character development or world building. But it's going to be super fun because we can all hold each other accountable and talk about our works in progress. And so I'm just super excited about that. So be on the lookout for when those live streams go up so you can set a reminder, and then that will pop up and you can join me to be productive and do Preptober. All right, you guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much. Please let me know what you'll be working on. And if you're not participating in NaNoWriMo or Preptober, let me know what your goals are for the rest of the year. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.